regardless if you like the guy, regardless if he was trying to, you know, give the reason for Doc's ban to promote a show, he was using it for clout. It doesn't matter. The fact that he actually worked at Twitch high up makes him a credible source. All right. That makes him a credible, as does. He is a person that would know if somebody knew. It would be him. He comes out, and I personally think the reason why he came out and leaked the reason for Doc getting banned at Twitch, personally, just my thought, is this has been political, right? You know, there's a lot of woke people on the internet right now that are attacking Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx' number one saying is leave them kids alone. So, in my opinion, and this is just a theory, in my opinion, they got pissed off at Nick Merckx and they said, okay, we're taking out your friend Doc because he was messaging a minor. But yeah, and that's what happened. 3 days ago, ex Twitch employee comes out and says the real reason why Dr. Disrespect got banned. Well, he didn't say Dr. Disrespect, but everyone knows who he's talking about, right? He goes, the real reason why he got banned is because he was sexting a minor and was making plans to meet up with that minor at TwitchCon. That tweet went absolutely viral, has about 30 million views, probably more. The ex-Twitch employee's name is Cody. And we started covering it. Everyone started covering it. Doc's response is that he did nothing wrong. He was found to do nothing wrong, but he didn't address the actual allegations. It was weird. And then the following day, Doc comes out with a statement and says, I didn't do anything wrong. I was found to do nothing wrong. Not responding to the actual allegations. Doc was talking, and these responses about the settlement with Twitch, not what is being alleged. It was very frustrating. I made a whole Twitter video on it, went viral. That got a couple million views. And I got a lot of hate for that. But I was frustrated because Doc wasn't responding to what was being alleged. Then yesterday was Monday. We were going to get some real information yesterday because Doc was returning to streaming. So he was going to have to say something on his stream. The only response he gave at the allegation at that time was that he wasn't going to respond. He literally said, I don't care about that guy, talking about the ex-Twitch employee. Fuck him. And he wasn't going to respond. That was the only response to what was actually being alleged. Then, towards the end of Doc's stream, he gets a text message. He looks at his phone. His his mentality, everything fucking changes. All right. We're talking about the two-time world champion, right? All of a sudden gets real sad and you know the mood changes and he's like, I'm leaving the internet. I'm tired. I'm done with social media. I'm done. I'm never coming back. And even going to quit Midnight Society. Now, Midnight Society is the gaming studio, AAA gaming studio that he founded, that he's been hyping up for such a long time. And he's going to quit? It makes no sense. And then right after his stream, Midnight Society comes out with a statement and says that they are cutting ties with Dr. Disrespect after doing an investigation and finding out certain facts. Oh no. Now, after all this information took place, we did a stream here yesterday and we went through all this. But a lot has happened in this 24 hours. After our little Twitter space yesterday, where we all put forth our theories and our thoughts and our opinions on the situation based on everything we knew at that point, new stuff started happening. We got multiple sources through Drama Alert that the allegations of Dr. Disrespect speaking to a minor were true, and that, in fact, was the reason for his ban. Multiple people. I put out a tweet saying, put your notifications on, Drama Alert, be ready. But we weren't ready. We were waiting for one more confirmed source. We weren't ready. We weren't ready for it. Then we got to the point of today. Today we had four Twitch employees, all right, coming forward. They were obviously speaking to multiple outlets because Bloomberg article came out with 4 different sources that worked at Twitch, that this was the reason he was talking to a minor. That's why he was banned on Twitch. We came out with that story, and then we got a response from DrDisrespect, finally responding to what was being said. Now, in the statement, Doc talks about, hey, look, I couldn't really talk about this because I had NDA. I had this lawsuit settlement with Twitch. But since Twitch has broken the agreement by these ex-Twitch employees, he said 2 of them coming out publicly and saying he was banned for talking to a minor, I'm going to address it too. So basically what Doc's saying there is like, look, they broke the agreement, so now I'm free to speak. And what Doc says in this statement is that he was messaging someone and it became inappropriate. And then he goes back to the statement and edits it to say minor. And then edits again and removes minor and then adds minor again. Like he edited the post and minor was removed and added and removed and added. Very strange. Very strange. So now we have 5 sources, all right? We have 4 Twitch employees. Some don't work there anymore, all right? But 4 Twitch employees saying this is the reason. And we have Dr. Disrespect admitting that he was speaking to a minor, it was inappropriate, and this is the reason for the ban. So we can confirm without a shadow of a doubt, was in fact the reason why he was banned. Now, Doc goes on to say in his statement, that nothing illegal happened. He really says, hey, it was leaning towards inappropriate, but nothing illegal happened. He goes on and on to stress that point. However, with that being said, Robert Bowling, one of his partners in this Midnight Society, came out with a statement and said, hey, that's all I need to know. You were talking inappropriate with a minor. We are not doing business with you. He came out with a tweet and said that. You had Nick Burks coming out saying, "Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I can't support Doc." You have Tim the Tap Man coming out saying, "No, bro, no, no, no." You have Fwiz, who worked at YouTube Gaming. He no longer works there, but Fwiz is a great guy. He's known Doc forever. Fwiz came out and said, hey, when we did the deal with Dr. Disrespect over at YouTube Gaming, we had no idea the reason of his ban. A lot of people are speaking out. Kai Cenat is responding now. Everyone's in shock. KSI is responding, saying this is just sad. But this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. This is no longer speculation of why he got banned. We 100% know he got banned for talking inappropriately with a minor. Now, the one thing we don't know is how bad are these messages? What exactly was said? Right? What? How did it get inappropriate? Were there actual plans to meet up at Twitch? I don't think that was addressed in the doc statement. We have even more questions than we had before. And Dr. Disrespect said yesterday on his stream that he was leaving the internet and he's done. And we all pleaded with him. You have to respond to what's being alleged. I kept saying this over and over and over again for 72 hours. And he actually did. But he admitted to talking inappropriate with a minor. So that's where we're at right now. That is where we are at. Yesterday on the stream with Exumi, and we actually have breaking news. Pokimane is reacting. Pokimane is reacting, putting out a tweet saying, yuck. Steven Crowder has questioned Dr. Disrespect, saying, wait, you edited out minor and then edited it back in? We have KSI saying, this makes me sad. You were one of my inspirations, talking to a minor inappropriately. Like, dude, this is not good. This is a nuke. X, what are your thoughts? Exuni.
Well, I was muted. My bad. Wop 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 wop. Dot fuck him up. It was pretty much word for word what I was saying yesterday. Like, it was like a nuanced thing, right? Like where technically what he did was not like illegal, right? He didn't like specifically solicit sex, right? Say, I didn't want to have. I don't. I like. He didn't specifically say, I want to have sex with you, and he didn't send pictures, right? But obviously, like I was saying yesterday, you can call a minor cute and flirt with a minor and technically not have it be illegal, but still be creepy as fuck. It's just honestly, it's a beautiful thing, and
What do you think
it's
about his wording? He said there were times when the conversation would lean to inappropriate. What does that mean,
if
bro?
this guy's rizzing up minors, bro. There's nothing else you can imply that as. He's obviously rizzing up minors. I don't know how else you can portray that, right? Like, what else would he be doing?
Bro, Zach, what are your thoughts on this? Yesterday, I think you were here and you were defending the doc, or am I wrong? Bro, Zach, you there?
Sorry, I got a big ass train driving by.
Oh, okay. We'll go back to you in
Give
a
me, give me
second.
1 second.
Well, Chase, what do you got for us? Chase Demore, what are your thoughts on this Dr. Disrespect stuff?
Yo, sorry, I was just walking out of a bar. Yeah, just now seeing all this stuff, man. It's actually just kind of embarrassing right now because Dr. Disrespect, he's got like a huge community, a lot of people that follow him. He's got a wife and kids, and his statement is a 20-minute long post about how he's in the wrong, how it was inappropriate, and he followed up with saying that his intentions weren't bad, but it was inappropriate. It makes influencers in general, people in positions of power, just look very scummy, and it's really sad because now all those brands associated with them now have to cut ties.
What I don't understand is how can you sit there and cry on your Twitch stream? How can you cry and say, I have messed up so bad. I've cheated on my beautiful wife, and I've messed up. How can you go through that humiliation ritual online in such a public way and not turn it around and be a faithful man? I'm so confused. Like, bro, just get a divorce. What is going
Exactly.
on? Get a divorce.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. I can say I ended my subscriptions with him today.
Div, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I guess my biggest thing is everything's coming out now, and everything he did is gross and inexcusable. But do we think that the former Twitch employees are gonna be in any legal trouble for breaking this NDA? Is Doc gonna get rewarded, legally speaking, from this?
I don't know, but I want to make sure this audience knows my theory here. This is just a theory, but just please hear me out, and you will find a lot of supporting evidence for this theory. There has been a political war happening in the gaming sphere on Twitter for days. All right. It's fuck Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx is a transphobe. Nick Merckx hates the LGBTQ, right? That's what's been going on. And we all know that Twitch and its employees are extremely woke. There's so much proof of that. I think 95% of the employees have blue hair. I'm joking. I'm joking. But they're extremely woke. It's an extremely woke company, right? So the messaging that Nick Merckx keeps putting out is for the LGBTQ and the trans community is to leave the kids alone. And I think the leading reason why this came out and the ex-employee decided to drop this bomb was an attack on Nick Merckx. Oh, you're saying leave the kids alone? Well, your boy was messaging a minor. This whole thing, I've seen every aspect of this for 4 years. How this came out the way it did is so political. I'm telling you, I really believe that's why we're seeing this today. We also have the Ackman. We're bringing Ackman up right now. He's just connecting, and he has connected. Ackman, what are your thoughts?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know when Twitch spaces sometimes fuck up. But no, I think you're absolutely right. There was definitely a sort of ideological war, at least partially behind this as part of a motivation. I think you're absolutely right. I had been thinking that too. And I think that was part of the reason why it made me initially skeptical because, it could just as easily have been another example of cancel culture, but it turned out to be true. So yeah, I think you're right on that, Keem.
I have a question. Why does it have to be political? Right? Why can't somebody just be speaking out against somebody huge talking to minors? It doesn't necessarily have to be a political thing. I know what you're saying, but
Why?
I think
But
sometimes we go into Homelander supporter the Starlight House is trafficking kids. Isn't it a coincidence
No,
that
I think what
everyone was
Keemstar is
talking
saying
about?
is it's the timing. It's the
no,
timing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a war happening. There's an absolute war happening against Nick Merckx and his homies right now. And it's been happening for what, 5 days, like a week or whatever. It's insane the backlash that Nick Merckx is getting. And Nick Merckx is responding, and he's also getting support too. Let's be very clear. Nick Merckx is getting a lot of support. But it's like Chris from Mr. Beast, like high figures of the LGBTQ attacking Nick Merckx. And Nick Merckx's whole message is for the LGBT to leave the kids alone. I'm telling you, this played out like a political war, every aspect of this.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll add one last thing is that by attacking Doc, they can attack by proxy Nick Merckx and their relationship, and therefore they can attack the
And
ideology that Nick
And,
Merckx
and,
has.
and by
They
the
can
way, this is not
discredit
a
it that way.
theory. This is exactly what they did. As soon as the Twitch employee came out, or ex-Twitch employee came out with the allegations,
Yeah, what
Nick
did he say?
Merckx was the main person getting attacked.
He said, "Fuck them and his boys." That's what Cody Connors said about DrDisrespect. Fuck him and his boys. I think.
True. Actually true. Holy shit, you're right. So he admits it.
I don't know. Maybe we're just good at noticing patterns.
So who's next?
I have a question. Does it really have to be a big political thing when it really people hate hypocrites, right? You have a guy, right, talking about leaving kids alone, etc., etc., right? Now you've got an instance of someone actually not leaving the kids the fuck alone, right? Obviously, people are gonna dunk on this guy. I do understand the timing aspect of it, right? But I think you've got to understand, we're talking about someone literally not leaving kids alone, right? Versus something more nuanced, right?
Sticky, you were with us yesterday. What are your thoughts now that we have confirmation that Doc, in fact, was banned from Twitch for talking to a minor?
I think this is a good moment for those who were just blindly defending Doc yesterday. I know there was a guy in here, I don't know if it was David or who it was, that talking about the pressure on his family. Do we understand
Wait,
that?
real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. Nobody leave. Twitter just crashed. It literally crashed. This Doc thing has crashed Twitter. If you leave, you're probably not getting back in. So stay here and I'll let you know when Twitter's back up. Go ahead, Sticky.
Do we realize that the Doc did this to himself? I mean, from the very beginning, exposing himself the way he did about his wife's relationship and coming on stream and crying and all that stuff. Another thing we also have to kind of reflect on is why a lot of people